Hold on, I gotta turn this dryer off. I can't hear. What? Oh, okay. Hey, Donna. Oh, Christy, yeah, I don't know if you're still in here, but that's cool. I would love that. I love the squirrel raid. It is going to be a shorter one because I think Dee is going live. I know she talked about it last night in the Halloween special, about her daughter coming on. I just don't remember what time it was, and I don't remember if she said it was going to be a video or a live, but I thought it was a live. But I don't know. I'm going to try to make sure I get done by 5 or 6 o'clock so we can all go there. Hi, Angela Wright. Angela, I have wanted to see what you were talking about. Do you have it posted? Because that sounds so interesting to me. I have had such little time to go around and watch anything lately that I have to catch up on everybody's stuff. But a drawstring beanie sounds really interesting. I'm assuming it's like drawstring up here. Is it kind of like one of those, I don't remember what they're called. Like those bun hats or something where you can put your ponytail or like your bun through it and then it just like drawstrings around it? Hello, Juanette and Maribel. Hey, Chris. Sorry, it had already scrolled down when I came on, so you were hidden at the top. I'm going to give it a minute to let everybody kind of filter through. I know this is an unusual time. Yeah, I would love to see that. That would be really cool. Thank you. Oh, yes, Maribel. Thummies, please. For whatever reason, YouTube likes the thummies. I'm hoping Sunday is a good alternative day. I think the weekend is probably pretty hard for a lot of people. And I think there's quite a few lives that go on, but there was no way I could do it Thursday, so. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Angie. So for those that are here now and for anybody who does watch the replay, I do want to say that I really love you guys and I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me with everything that's been going on. Past 3 weeks have just been bananas, and it's not slowing down with my son. He is doing better, by the way. For anybody who doesn't know, his COVID did not last super long, thank God. It was like a week and he was great. His heart, not so much, but we're working on that now. But look at my hands. This is the risk of mixing colors without wearing gloves. So he's doing better. We did lose our, yep, I'm not even gonna finish, I'll cry. Determined to not cry today. Our little fur baby. Hi, Donna G. Hey, HD. So then on, I think it was Thursday or Friday, we noticed our 25-year-old cat, her right side of her face and her eye was swelling, and because she's so old, like all her teeth are bad and they need to be pulled. And if she were a younger cat, hands down they would do surgery. But because she's 25, they don't want to do it because she has such a high chance of not making it. And they said that basically, if it gets to a point where infections are just going to keep going, that then maybe we can relook at it. But here we are. She's got an infection. It's really, the swelling was so bad. It like opened and oozed, and so there's like vet bills galore happening because she's going to have to just keep going again and again and again. So we're trying to figure all that out. it's kind of not been a happy place for our furry friends this week. Anyway, we're not here for all that negative stuff. Yes, it's like it's the same as messy bun hat. That's what I was trying to think of. I couldn't think of that. So anyway, yeah. We are gonna do the wheel. We have changed it. So where now each of your tickets will be an individual name. So you're going to see every dollar has your name on there. So if you do 5, you're gonna have it 5. This is gonna help out a lot with the upcoming vet stuff for a baby. You're okay. You just want attention. You're okay. You're okay. Go see daddy. You're okay, buddy. You're okay. Yeah, it is hard. She's a sweet old girl, and my gosh, the energy. I wish I could bottle her energy. That's what's been like kind of the biggest indicator of her age, is this girl has the zoomies. I mean, and lately she stays in one spot almost the entire day. She's slow moving everywhere. She stopped grooming herself after her last visit not too long ago, which is just an age thing. She's eating a lot less. So it's just all those indications that we're at end of life with her. And now the infections, like, they're not going to keep treating it because it isn't working, and they can't take the teeth out because she's too old. And that we know if it gets to a point where we have to do that, that she's probably going to go. So it's just like, we know probably within a couple weeks max is probably about as long as she probably has. Hello, Miss Abigail. Darn football. It's always the root of all evil, right? So today is about Miss Abigail. I'm gonna move on from all that. Anyway. Alright. Hi Kathy Hacker. Hey Kivia. I'm so glad you all came. I wasn't sure what the turnout would be on a Sunday. I think it probably won't be as good as like Thursday, but that's okay. It's not about that anyway. So I am still gonna have a live this Thursday. I do have a breast cancer awareness giveaway that's going on until the 15th. And then my blind awareness giveaway that was supposed to happen yesterday didn't. It got postponed. It is in collaboration with Goucher Yarns. So it is going to go up by the 9th. I just don't know what day, as I'm waiting to get that stuff in. So be looking out for that. Oh, you are impossible. I don't know why. We can take them all out. So go to the bathroom right before a live, and they will still want to go 100 times during it. Now, when the live is over, they're not going to want it. So yeah. So I will show you what the I don't know, raffle, I guess, is today, for today. It's in the dryer. And because you guys are my true ride or dies, because you show up to my lives all the time, and you guys have been such a good support. Just like last month, I'll let you know. And anybody who watches the replays too, I so appreciate that you watch the replay, because I feel like it's harder to go back and watch a replay live. And I appreciate all of you who do that. Like, all of you are truly the ride or die, so thank you for that. This, can you tell me if I'm...
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea if you guys
let me change that.
can see it very well.
It looks good.
But I made some of this. 2 of these are going to somebody as Happy Mail, but these 2 are up for grabs. This is what you're going to be sending donations to PayPal for. This is a DK weight 100% superwash merino, 100 grams each one. I don't remember the yardage. I think it's like 275. With my painted fingers, guys. I'm really struggling with my brain today. Nice and silky soft. This stuff is luscious. This is not what I've been doing lately for all of these things that you're, spinning for. Those have been the Highland wool from Vitellana, the Vitellana Ascendants. Those are nice, but this is different. And so the thing that I was going to let you guys know is this is November's subscription box. I won't ever announce in my first of the month video saying, hey, the subscription box is open. I won't announce what the yarn is and show it like I did in October. I just did that to get things kicked off. But I am kind of telling you guys on the lives, so shh, don't tell anybody. The lives and the replays. So this is what it will be. It won't be this yarn base. I actually haven't decided what the yarn base is, and it's like a day away, 2 days away. So I just haven't had the time to put my head into it and really figure it out. Okay. And then I'm also doing just like a giveaway of, hey, babe, in the blue Be Positive bag, like what Dee has over by my couch. Can you grab one of the things of the breast cancer stitch markers earring things, please? I forgot to grab them. Oh, thank you. Oh, your granddaughter does gymnastics. I did gymnastics, competitive gymnastics and cheerleading. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. That's cool. Everybody just saying it's pretty. Call that one sunset. Well, I do have a sunset already. This one is, I think I'm gonna name it Fall Spice. Is kind of where my head was at, Fall Spice.
You just shown these?
So these, what Andrew was showing you, for me, you can't see it very well. It looks really dark, see? I think that TV blows it out a little bit. Here, let me, here. So I'm giving these away today. Just a free giveaway, not like paying for it or whatever, like on the wheel. Okay. Whew, I blinded myself. So that's going to be a giveaway today. It's for a set of those. We'll do that at the end. Okay. Today, we are going to dye some yarn for Miss Abigail. This is going to be a... oh, and Andrew will be listening, or he'll be monitoring the PayPal, and we'll let you guys know when we get it, so you know that we've seen it. So the first thing we're doing is something I, for the most part, have not done yet. If you guys saw my Breaking Violet video, let me make sure I have the right one, because I could see me grabbing the wrong thing. Okay, my Breaking Violet video where I had the Wilton's Violet food dye in the pot and dip dyed. I have done that before, but I've never done it with a non-purple color, because purple breaks, and breaking is where the color breaks apart in the individual components that made it. So with purple, it's blue and red, so it will break apart. This is going to be brown, and it shouldn't break. Even though different colors do make it up, it shouldn't break. This is going to be a brown kind of gradient. Oh my gosh, I did have the wrong one actually. What am I thinking? Whew, Lord, that would not have been good. Okay. Okay. I I'm really, really glad I caught that. Okay. So I'm curious to see if it breaks. I am desperately hoping it does not break because I want it to be a true gradient through the browns. I don't want there to be any weird green or blue. I don't think there will be. Can't have too many stitch markers. I agree. So, okay, here's hoping. I am nervous. Because I could just play this safe and do it in the pan and, you know, just do it like that. But I thought this would be really, like, a really fun experiment. I'm just hoping, oh gosh, I'm really hoping it doesn't go wrong. So this is, each of these are 100 gram fingering weight, 95% superwash merino, and 5% gold stellina. I highly doubt we'll be able to see it on camera, especially because it seems to be like overshadowing it. It looks dark, but when the brown gets on it, you'll be able to see it really well. It has this beautiful gold. This is a new base for me. So I have these to dye for you guys. Hi, Missy. No, I am doing teddy bear brown. And I am nervous. Okay, so in my dedicated stock pot, I have an amount of water. I have 16 cups of tap water, which my tap water runs acidic. So I added about a tablespoon, a little over a tablespoon of, oh my gosh, you guys, really, truly my brain. Citric acid. So it is hot and it is acidic, and I've never dyed in front of you guys like that before. Usually it is cold, no acid whatsoever, because what I usually do is I want it to permeate as much as possible. This time we want it flash pan. We want it to adhere to the yarn quickly, because we want that gradient up. So I'm not standing here holding it like this for 2 hours. And I have a container over here of water with the same ratio of acid to it. So if I do need to add more water, I can do it without diluting the acid level. So we are going to start out with possibly less. This could be too light. This could not be the dark brown that we're wanting, because you can always add dye. You cannot take dye away. So we're going to start out with about 4 tablespoons or an ounce or a quarter of a cup. This is a 2 ounce little container. It's a little more than 2 ounces, like at this line is 2 ounces. I'm going to put a little bit less than 1 ounce in it. Make sure. I'm glad I checked that because this was about to be burgundy. And then the other thing that we're going to do is it's going to kind of be hand dyeing. Well, when I get to that. Well, I did a little bit more, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to drop that in there. And here's hoping. Oh gosh, I am getting water everywhere. And I don't want to fall. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do them at the same time so that they match. I don't know if you guys can see it. Huh? Huh?
I forgot I had a different version of it.
Okay. So I'm going kind of slow. Let me see. Okay. Just monitoring what we still have in there. so I can make sure that I put this, the rest of this in at the right time. Because she was totally fine with it being really, really pale at the end. I don't want it to be bare, which I know Abigail won't have an issue with. But a light wash of color would look better than this very... Well, I don't know. I'm not going to say what would look good and acceptable because it's not my yarn. Abigail's pretty easygoing in the sense that whatever it comes out, I feel fairly confident that she's... Ah! No, I didn't want to drop it yet! No! Give it back! Well... Oh, I just flicked myself in the face. Well... Oh no, that was actually okay. Okay, never mind, it can go in. That turned out really cool, actually. That was really nice. I think that turned out as a really cool gradient. I really want to do it with delphinium blue or something like that that has some other colors in it. I kind of want to do a whole thing of like seeing what colors break. The black I have, which is True Black from a company, Dharma Trading Company, doesn't break. But if I got their toner black does break. And that's the reason why I don't have toner black, because I don't want it to break. Okay. So we're gonna let that set for a second. Colorful pasta, yeah. I know I've told you guys a story before, but there was one time I had a bunch of yarn sitting in my pan over here, just soaking, and I don't remember how it started, but my special needs son came in and saw it, and we had a whole thing like making him think that's what was for dinner, like this nasty yarn pasta, and he's just like, ugh. See? Miss Abigail, don't be nervous. I'm sure no matter what, it will be beautiful. Thank you so much. That makes it easier to do because it's nerve-wracking. I'm always terrified that it's not going to be good. I'm breaking my promise. I promised thee I was not going to talk negative about my yarn. It does look like pasta, yeah. Yes, Missy, I am dyeing yarn for Abigail. So this one is the ombre brown. What we're about to do, had it not been on video, I would have done it differently. Had it been, because it takes time. You know, I don't know. That went pretty quickly. Abigail, this is your yarn. You tell me what you want me to do. My original thought was to hang it up tight and put it in the stock pot with the dye and let that dye adhere to it. And then you unfold it, or you unhang it. You got to let it cool down a little bit, and you kind of move it to where more of the white is exposed. Then you retwist it up, put the next color dye in there, and put it in there. There will be overlapping color. There will be true color. The cool thing about this is she did want some brown, or didn't mind brown. So the areas that get a little muddy, she'll be okay with. It does take longer to do. So I kind of veered away from that for Alive and was going to put it in the pan and hand dye it. Not low immersion, like actual hand paint it. But basically it's just going to kind of look the same as what I normally do in these pans, where it's a strip of color, a strip of color, a strip of color. But because she kind of wanted some white in between them, I would like squeeze them towards one another to where it sort of came tendrilled towards each other but didn't quite meet. And you'll have all those different hues. So you'll have the deep dark jewel tone in the middle, and then it'll kind of fade out a little bit from there. And then we'll steam set it. So one of those two methods, Abigail, you let me know. Do you want me to hand paint it, steam set it, or do you want me to twist it and do it in the stock pot like I was saying? Oh, I'm not stressed. This is fun. Are you kidding me? This is my happy place. I love getting in here and being a little mad scientist of color and figuring out like what works and what doesn't work. Oh, I'm not stressed in the slightest. This is so soothing for me and so much fun. Twist idea? Does sound, yeah, okay. It is interesting. It really is. And I went through a lot of trying to figure that method out. I have done it before. Because I was thinking 100 grams of yarn, so 100 milliliters of dye. Big brain. And no, because what was happening is my dye bath wasn't clearing because it didn't have access to all my yarn. It only had access to outer layers and only a little bit of the inner layer. And so I'm like, why isn't this exhausting out of my water? What is going on? Well, duh, if you're only getting like a quarter of your yarn, you don't put 100 milliliters in, you put 25. So I wasn't thinking. It wasn't coming out right. And now I figured it out. Okay, so we'll do that twist idea, which is good because that will take the rest of the video. The hand painting wouldn't really take that long. And I kind of had a different idea for a hand painting video. This is really the twist idea I thought would be kind of cool. I worried a little that it might look muddy, but I think it's gonna look neat. Okay, so let's see how. Give me my rubbers. Is there anything for me to declare to people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kathy Hacker.
Okay, Kathy Hacker, we got your donation, girl. Thank you. That is really, truly going to help with these. Oh, these vet bills are going to be something. So, I really appreciate it. Okay. So, we have like a wash of color here. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going to wring out the water and then I'll show you. Oh, that is cool. Ow! It's pinched myself. Ow, I just pinched myself again. Dang it. Okay, let's try this without trying to break my finger. Oh, wow, you can really see that gold. I don't know if you guys can, but gosh, that gold is vibrant now. It really pops. Okay. I am standing over a towel, so we are good. Get all the steam off of it. Oh, that is neat. That is pretty. Okay. Trying to get to the end of it where I can actually see the end of it. There we go. Okay, so we have this dark chocolate brown. And it just faded so beautifully. I should have put this end in a little bit sooner because there is kind of more of a cutoff here. But I could dip this end back in with a little bit more dye to make it match. But actually, it ombre'd beautifully. There are no definitive markers except for right here. This is the only one. That actually went really, really nicely.
Hold it up again.
I think in this circumstance, that thing up there is blocking too much light.
No, it's fine actually. It's good.
I know on the TV monitor and on the computer monitor, it looks much brighter, but it doesn't look that bright on the phone.
Your phone brightness, but yeah.
Okay.
I guess this one's pretty good.
Alright, I guess there's no chat. I always think my chat isn't updating, but it is. But yeah, so there's the brown. I think that turned out great. Abigail, are you okay with this light section up here, or do you want me to touch that up? What you think? I think that came out cool. I'm definitely going to use this as a gradient method more often when I'm just doing one color. Doing several colors, if it doesn't work as well. Man, I really pinched my finger hard. But just for one color, that worked really nice. Is my chat stalled? That twist idea Sounds interesting. Is that the last one?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Okay. So, I'm going to put this somewhere. It's a cool. Alright. So I'm going to put that there and let that cool. Thank you, Donna. Okay, so this one is what we're going to do that method with. And this yarn, you guys, this is a luxury. This yarn is absolutely amazing. If you've ever felt Drops Sky or Folio by, is it Folio or Folio? I think it's Folio by Baracco. Oh my gosh, this yarn is so soft. This is my Angel Select. And it is 60% baby alpaca, 20% mulberry silk, 15%. So the last 20% is mixed between the Lorax and the cashmere. It's either 10 or 15% cashmere and either 5 or 10% Lorax. I think it's 15 cashmere and 5 Lorax. But Lorax is much more sparkly than Stellina. It's nice and sparkly. So, all right. This stuff is soft. Is there any others?
Oh, I applied that.
Thank you, Don Klein. We got your PayPal. Thank you, honey. You guys are awesome. Every bit helps. My poor little baby. Okay. Just a reminder to those that came in, and I'll remind again when Granny D is gonna send a squirrel raid my way at 4, which is awesome. Quite a few people came in about double people came in since I talked about this. So I'm by no means trying to like pester, I guess is what I'm gonna say. We are, I guess, raffling off this yarn to help with the vet bill coming up for my 25-year-old kitty, who is in her last weeks, and kind of going through it right now. And so ow. So this is for that. It's 2 hanks of my hand dyed, what did I say I was calling, fall spice. Yeah, so PayPal emails on the screen, the thrift314@gmail, and every $1 you donate gives you a spot on the wheel. No limits on spots. And then at the end we'll spin it and somebody will win it. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Okay, cringe. Alright. So I am doing this rather tight. Probably don't need to, but I'm going to do this rather tight. Because she does want some white left behind. So I want to make sure that I definitely have that happen. Because it can absolutely penetrate the whole way through on the first color if you don't do it tight enough. And then you just have a tonal solid. And we have like 5 colors to go through. So, or 4 colors. So I'm making sure this is tight. probably overkilling it, but that's okay. Alright, so we're gonna go, what order do I want to go in? I think I'm going to start with, I'm going to wait for brown because some of these colors are going to mix on top of each other and make a brown. So I think I'm going to start with my forest green. Yeah. Now I made my forest green the right depth for hand painting. I don't know if this is going to be the right depth for in the pot. So it might come out too light, in which case we will just redunk it. Oh, it's over here. In a darker shade. So I'm going to put, instead of let's see, I'm not doing an ounce. I'm going to do less. I'm going to probably do like half an ounce to start with. I did a little bit more. I'm going to pop a little bit more black in here because it is going to dilute a little bit. Where's my stirrer? Make sure you're updating me. Ah, there it is. Did you hear me, babe? Okay, so I started a little bitty taste test here. Yeah, that's a pretty good forest brown. That's or forest green. So oh, bye, Misty. You're probably already gone. Sorry. Hi, Tank. No. Abigail's keeping me on the down low. That's okay. No worries. Okay, so all right. Now again, we have hot water and acid. So this shouldn't take forever because the first time I did this, it took a long time because I started out cold. All right, and we are just going to drop it in so that the colors adhere at the same rate and we don't get like dark green. We don't almost get like an ombre through the greens. And we're just going to let it sit in there. And right now it just looks black and scary and I'm really hoping it comes out okay. I'm a little nervous. Since I kind of figured out everything I was doing and how I should do it differently from trying this method before, I haven't tried it again with the new changes. So we're doing it all together for the first time, but that's the funnest to me. Like, who knows how this is going to go? But I think it's going to be cool no matter what. And Abigail's such a sweetheart, and she just, I don't know, she made it pretty clear that she would find it beautiful probably no matter what, and I really appreciate that. It takes the pressure off. And lets it just be fun. And that is what it is. I'm not under the table. No, there's only one on this one. There was two on the brown one. For anybody, I know Tank just came in. Tank, we just did this. I did it in the pot like I'm doing now, except I dyed it all the way down. And I don't know if you guys can see the gold Selena. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. That's a new base I have for you guys to dye stuff. It's gorgeous. That on any jewel tone. that on like a red or the brown. Brown's not anywhere in the near top 15 of my favorite colors, but brown with gold or copper like metallic through it, all day long. All day long. It's beautiful. Okay, let's see where we are as far as color left in the dye pot. Got quite a bit left in there. This does take longer. It won't take like a long time, but it's not as quick as that. Just waiting for it. Probably pop a little bit more acid in there. Because I did take probably most of that acid away with the brown ones, now that I think about it. Okay, so this is a teaspoon. 4 teaspoons make a tablespoon. I usually do about 2 tablespoons for every 8 cups. This is 16 cups. But the water is already acidic. Oh, I can see it already clearing. So I want to be careful that I don't drop this on the yarn, and I do it in the water, because it will make spots of where, like spots of more saturation on those spots that it hit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Alright. Can stay over there. Okay, I'm curious. Let's see where we are. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. I was worried it was going to come out too, like, Kelly green or too light, and it's definitely not going to. It's a little light now, but we still have a lot of dye left in this pot, so it's going to be good. Trying to think, is there something I could dye in the meantime? So we're not just literally watching a pot boil. Hi, Kitten Mittens. Hey, Aisha. And Diane. What? Huh?
We got our donation from Aisha.
Oh, we got your donation, Aisha. Thank you. Hi, Rachel. And Miss Sally is here. For those that just came in, I'll show you what we just did. We are doing an order for Abigail. And this was the first thing. We ombre dip dyed in this pot. Only took a minute or two. Absolutely beautiful on this gold stellina base. So pretty. So we did that, and now we are I'm doing like jewel tones, and I've twisted up my yarn, hot water, lots of acid, put the color in. It's going to soak up that, and then we're going to untwist it, let it cool off for a couple of minutes, retwist it and expose some of the white, and re-dip it again in a new color. And crossing my fingers it comes out good. And it's on a really, really pretty base. It's on a, it's my Angel Select base, which is 60% baby alpaca, 20% mulberry silk, 10 or 15% cashmere, and then the remaining is silver Lorax. It is so swifty swaft. It's like a cloud, a sparkly cloud. was doing like cold water and no acid and didn't realize. And so once I started kind of realizing that, now adding heat and acid immediately, it's going so much faster. Like it would have taken me an hour and a half to get to the point we're at right now after only 5 minutes. Yeah, that's looking real nice. Got some areas of real dark. There we go. Okay.
I put the picture on the screen as well.
Of what?
Of the raffle item.
Oh, okay, thank you. The thing you guys are seeing on the screen for the new folks who showed up, that is the raffle item. I'm kind of scratching up the dough for my kitty cat. We've had kind of a rough week with our fur babies this week. We lost Appa, and these are not related in any way, but our cat's old. She's needed her teeth removed, but she can't because she's too old, and now it's causing infections, and they're not going to continue just treating her again and again for infections, and they can't do the surgery. Or if they do get to a point where they're willing to do the surgery after so many infections, we probably will lose her. No matter what, she's showing signs of end of life now, and so no matter what, we're pretty confident that we're kind of at that stage. But we're going to keep taking her to the vet, obviously, and getting her treated and everything, so long as she isn't suffering. And
25.
that adds up.
Somebody asked how old she was.
She's 25. Yeah, she's about to turn 26. She will turn 26 in February. End of January. Beginning of February. I don't think she's not gonna make it there, but she's my all black kitty. She's a cutie. She's a spitfire. It's been hard to see her so different, because normally she just like zooms everywhere, and she's not doing that now, and she's just, I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna cry, and I'm gonna have to repeat it all when my squirrel raid happens from my lovely Granny D. So I'm gonna try to hold it in. So anyway, yeah, with the thing on the screen, the emails, PayPal, everything, for every $1 you send gets you a ticket on the wheel. Now the wheel has names, it's not the wedge anymore, and we'll raffle this off at the end. And I'm also doing a giveaway of my breast cancer little angel thing, stitch markers, just a free giveaway. Yes, wink. I am 25. We will go with that. We will go with that. I'm not gonna say how much younger she is than me, but she could be a sibling. There is further distance between me and her age with my older siblings. So, just gonna leave it at that. Come on now. Hopefully it doesn't take forever to clear. I was trying to think of something else I could do to give you guys something to look at in the meantime than just watching a pot boil. What would be something you guys would want to see? I could dye up something. I could put something in the in my pan here and dye something up if you guys want to see something. Aww, that's so sweet. Aww. Yeah. I'm glad he'll have that, Lisa, though. I mean, that's what we can all strive to do, is to be there for our, fur babies in that sort of way. Let me think. What could I do? Bay, any ideas?
Just trouble.
Just trouble ideas?
Oh yeah.
That checks out. I could do this same thing with these same colors and hand paint it over there. Maybe and show how like different it would look or something. Would you guys want to see that? Or is there a different colorway you guys would like to see? Or are you fine watching a pot boil? I don't want to bore y'all. Okay, we can do that. Alright. Uno momento. Let me go get a base. I'm coming. Oh wait, I gotta get a zip tie. Oh no! Don't tell me it finally happened and I ran out of zip ties. Okay, so I was gonna do that Highland wool that I always experiment on, but I'm not going to because I want it to be a fair comparison. These are already going to be very different because this has cashmere and baby alpaca. There's no merino in this one. It's all just high quality stuff. This one is just merino. They are both fingering weight, but I feel like it's a far closer comparison than what it would be with that chain spun Highland wool. It's hand painting. It should be okay. It should be okay. We'll do this. Oh, I need to soak it first. I swear I've done this before. Okay. Give me just a second. Alright, I'm gonna put that in there. What did I do? There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna soak it real quick. And it'll only take a couple minutes. And this is just plain tap water, there's no acid. Okay, so we'll do that. How much dye do we have left in here? Oh, there's so much still. Maybe this was an error. Okay. What am I doing? Where are my grabber guys? Here we are. Ooh, I forgot it travels down the handle of that. Ouch. Okay, so just let that keep doing its thing, I guess. Do your thing faster. Alright. They can't see this.
What's this?
The pan.
Oh, yeah, I can move it up.
We'll have to move it. So we're gonna go away from the pot for a little bit.
Ray said hi. Just stopped by to say hi.
Oh, hey, Ray.
And Marsh Knitting said that they have to let you see the shawl.
Oh my gosh, yes. Regina, I am dying to see it. Regina won one of my giveaway yarns. for the Fall Fest, and it's very similar to the one that we're raffling right now. It was actually the first time I'd ever done that colorway, and so I'm super excited to see how that came up. I'm gonna move this, and you can just tell me. Do I retract it?
Are you in the pot?
I'm doing the pan. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. If you retract the top one there, you should be pretty good.
Okay. Let's see.
It's plenty. Yeah. There you go. Yep.
Is that good?
Yep.
Okay. Can we turn the light on that?
Yes. Maybe. There we go.
Okay. Just for me so I can see better. Thank you, Ray. Hi, Bella. Hi, Verna. Oh, y'all, we're about to get raided. Raided by a bunch of squirrely squirrels.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we are going to...
This doesn't matter if we see this. We're good. Just gonna get the little bit of the pot too.
It's okay. Boy, that is taking longer than I was hoping it was going to take to clear. I was worried it was going to take a while. I mean, it's definitely longer than what it was before. It is starting to lighten up. Because before it was literal hours. And this has still, realistically, only been like 10 or 15 minutes. Okay. So we're just going to let it be. I think I'm going to add some vinegar because citric acid doesn't work as well, in my opinion, as vinegar. Even though it's really soluble, I still find that stuff clears with vinegar so much faster. And because I'm going to really wash this and soak really well, I think it'll be fine. That was probably way too much acid. I don't care. Alright. I'm gonna swish that around. I don't care if that makes darker spots because I want to make sure there's nice dark forest green. And then I'm going to leave it alone. Probably. Okay. Hope you have a good Halloween too, Ray. Thank you for coming by. Oh, build a haunted house. Nice. Alright. So this is probably soaked enough for hand painting. I did not put in zip ties. Let me get... There we go. I'm going to squeeze out most of the water, but not all of it, because it will help the dye to travel up the shaft of the yarn. Alright, don't you get all goofy with me now. Alright, so we're going to put this in here. And normally hand painting, I would just like put it on saran wrap or plastic wrap and on the table, but I want to do this in a way that we can still go between the pot and the pan. So we're going to do it this way. There's no heat on this whatsoever. No acid in the yarn. I guess I probably could have, but I want the color to be even, and I worry if I had this soaking in acid water that I know for a fact that we would get areas that came out splotchy, and I don't want that. Okay, my gloves are buried. my hands off. And then we're just going to, so that there's a couple of stitches of every color. Yeah, I'm not going to do just like splotches of it. I'm going to do pretty big swaths of it. Okay. Debating how I want to do it. Do I just want to take blocks of it, or do I want to separate it and do like this, this, this? Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I always do blocks. Let's not do blocks of color this time. Let's make sure we're totally separated. Let's just do everything different. Let's do all new stuff that I've never done before. We're going to really, really just... And we're going to do it this way. That way every color gets got. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it. Probably should have laid down saran wrap first. I'm probably going to regret the decision that I didn't do it. I'm still not going to do it. Squirrel raid! Hi, y'all. Thank you for raiding me. I appreciate it. I'm glad to have everybody. Let's see. We've got Queen's Crafts by Bridget. We've Christy from Yarn Barf is back. Zoila! My Zoila's here. Cynthia King is here. Aw. Thank you, Christy. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Okay. So we've had some fun. I'll wait a couple minutes, see if more people trickle in before I go through my whole spiel all over again. Alright, so we're going to start with a color. Which color? Doesn't matter. They're all going to have their spot. So we're going to start with the kind of burgundy color. It just sort of, it looks really red right here. Get over here. Get back over here. And these are all 1% stock solution. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do a little bit more. My husband will be back in just a minute, and he will check PayPal again to let anybody else know who's come through that we've got it. He had to walk away for a minute. Yeah, that's good. We can go back and touch it up if need be. So there is no water in this pan. This is not low immersion dyeing, nothing like that. This is hand painting. Let's see, let's check our, yeah, we are almost clear out of our stock pot stuff. It's getting there. Hi, Granny D. Yes, I really do appreciate it. I knew Sunday I probably wouldn't have a great turnout, so this is definitely helping. Granny D, look at the top of your screen. That's what's coming your way. That's what I was dying for you. Plus one other thing that you don't get to know about. But yeah. I hope everyone is doing well and having a good Sunday. Hi, Granny Colleen. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming. We're having a grand old time over here. I am doing an order for Abigail, and I have already done 2 dip dye, so that it would be a gradient on this gold sparkle base, and it's just beautiful. I love it. It's very tonal and ombre. It's very pretty. And now we're doing a jewel tone on my angel base, which is all these, there's no merino in it. It's all these mixes of like baby alpaca, mulberry silk, cashmere. And so what we've done is we're doing jewel tones. So we twisted it up and we put it in a really hot acidic bath so that that color is just real quick. Real quick compared to how it used to be, where it would take hours. It's been in here, I don't have a great concept of time. It's been in here for probably 15 minutes with this color. Green is notoriously hard to clear. The blue is gonna go like that. The brown, all the other colors are gonna go real fast. I did green first because I know it takes longer. The rest of them should go pretty quick. And in the meantime, so we're not just literally watching water boil, I threw another hank over here and we're going to hand paint it, and we're going to see in the end how they look different. Hi, Sherry. Yes, ma'am, it is. So those who just came in, what we are also doing, sorry for those who have been here the whole time and have heard me say this so many times, I'm sorry. I just want to make sure everybody knows because, yeah. So the yarn on the top of the screen, I made 4. 2 is going to Granny D. These 2 are up for raffle for you guys. This money is going to go towards helping a vet bill for my 25-year-old kitty cat. We lost our Appa this week. And our 25-year-old cat, and these are not related issues. Our 25-year-old cat has been showing end-of-life signs, and she's got an infection that's just going to be a revolving infection because her teeth are bad and need to be pulled, but she's 25 and can't have them pulled. And they're not going to continue doing treatment like this over and over again at some point. They're going to cut it off. And they're not going to do her surgery because she's too old, because it would take, you know, she wouldn't survive it. They said if there was any chance of them doing it, you know, we'd have to make our peace with the fact she probably would not survive it. So either way, we know we're at that time where we're end of time with her. But we're going to keep taking her because we're not going to let her suffer. So, yeah, so we're doing that right now. This is going to help towards that. So the PayPal emails on your screen, and every dollar that you send through PayPal will be put on a wheel, not the wedge wheel, a wheel with your name on it. For every dollar, your name is put on there. And then at the end of the live, we will raffle off the spinny wheel and somebody will win it. There's no maximum to how many times you can do it. It's just per dollar. Friends and family, ideally, so PayPal doesn't take it, but cool if you don't want to. Yeah, so that's for that. I'm also giving away a set of my breast cancer awareness stitch markers I showed in my breast cancer video. Okay. Hopefully I have time to finish this one on the screen. I'm really starting to get concerned that it's going to take 1,000 years. Hey, Christina Curry. Peppermint Stitches. Hey, girl, you're not late. I appreciate you coming. Thank you. So that is what we are doing. So I want to get back to hand painting. So we've done our burgundy that's looking awful red. It's fine on this one because this is just, it's not waste yarn, but this is not going towards Abigail. But I'm going to have to deepen this up before I put it in the pot, because that is not what she wants for sure. That's red. That's not brown. So we're going to leave it for this one. But okay, we're going to do red. Then we're going to do this teddy bear brown. We're going to leave some space because here in a few minutes, I'm going to come through and I'm going to squeeze each color towards the other colors. And I think that'll look kind of cool. Just make sure we're saturated. Yeah, that brown saturates like nobody's business. Okay. Got that brown. What are we doing next? We're gonna do teal green. Where's my paper towel? Is there anybody since the last person? Because it's been a while since you said anything.
No.
I just want to make sure.
Nope. No.
Not saying any of this since that, oh my gosh, it's been forever. Just in the sense that, like, I don't want to miss anybody. I hope that didn't come out wrong.
Is the yarn in pictures sock yarn?
Yeah. So this is fingering, or fingering sock. Yeah. Fingering yarn. This is a fingering weight, just pure merino.
The one in the picture. The one. I'm sorry. The one. The giveaway one.
Oh no, the giveaway one is DK. It's 2 hanks of 100% extra fine superwash merino. Thank you for asking, whoever asked. Yeah, it is DK. I figured that was better because not everybody can use fingering weight or sock weight, but most people can use DK. Figured it would be like more inclusive that way. Okay. So this is a lot of dye going on it. And we're gonna set this in a way that I have not showed before. I don't know how other people hand dye. This is how I hand dye. I know you can use like sponge brushes. I think Crochet in Agreement for her cotton anyway uses sponge brushes, which I never thought of. That was such a cool idea to me. I'm gonna give that a try. Total credit to her. Thought that was such a cool idea. This is the only way I've ever done it, but I definitely want to give that a go. Alright, we're gonna spread this out a little bit. And this is our navy. This is my mix of navy. It is a mix of Dharma's navy, but I didn't like how it came out because it wasn't very navy to me. I mixed it with black and I mixed a little bit of Dharma's, oh gosh, words are so hard sometimes. What am I thinking of? Not Caribbean blue. Extreme blue in with it to make it a true like navy blue, because their navy blue is coming out purple, and though I really liked it, I also want a blue navy blue. All right, suck all that up. Make sure we're getting all the way through. I can't really see it very well, so I can't really tell if I'm fully penetrating. Oh no! I did that out of order. I was supposed to do green and then blue, so that if the blue met with the green, or so that the green met with the purple, it didn't turn out brown. Well, crap. Okay, well, it is what it is. Oh no, I got it all I got it all the way behind here. And not at all on the yarn right there. Okay, that's fine. Oh my. Right. Soak some of that up. I'm totally fine if it mixes with the green. Okay. There's so much acid in here, I can't possibly add more. We're almost there, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay. And then, oh, green. That's what we're doing. This forest green I made out of Kelly green and black because I was lazy and I did not want to dig out my emerald green. But emerald green is honestly just a more concentrated Kelly green, so it's fine. Put there in those middle layers. Okay. So I'm going to just squish out Oh man, I put a lot of dye on here. I put way more dye than what probably needed to be, but oh well. So I'm gonna squeeze down, squeeze back this other way, help those colors kind of marry in the middle. The green and the red are gonna come out kind of muddy, but because I accidentally did a no-no. I forgot I was doing it the other way. I meant to do the green and then green and then the blue, and I didn't. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay. So, real quick, I'm going to grab saran wrap. So these, well actually, real quick, I'm going to do this so our colors don't muddy too much. Keep that green away. Alright, there we go. I'm going to do that and then grab the plastic wrap. And yeah, Granny D, I, just from watching your videos and stuff, it really seemed like you really like those fall colors. So I thought maybe, just maybe you might like that. Alright. So, it's going to be quick and dirty at first. Because like I said before, I really should have laid my plastic wrap down first. And if any of you decide to hand dye yarn, get you this Reynolds one that it has a slider that cuts it. Oh my gosh, when I tell you, that has saved me many of times from ending the life of my plastic wrap. And this can also be microwaved. That is one way of setting yarn, which we'll do one of these days. You can set it in the microwave. This one we're going to steam set. This is a mess. Luckily the Reynolds I find doesn't really, like it's not impossible to unstick from itself. Oh gosh. Thank you, Maribel. We got you. I do appreciate it, honey. Thank you. Truly, truly. So I'm like wrapping it around and then kind of flipping it upward so that it can't continue to drain into the pan, and I'll be able to like fold it over and then rewrap it again with a new one. Oh, no, don't go stick into that. Okay. We're almost done here. Do that rainbow dye that Maria Hall bought, the original like 7 hanks of it when I did my yarn debut. I had to wrap all of those. I honestly think wrapping those took longer than dyeing those. Okay. And this doesn't have to be perfect because we don't have any other yarn in here. It's going to go into the steam pan. If you were putting several different hanks of yarn in your steam pan, you would want to really, really wrap this up tight to make for sure that they don't drip onto one another. But because this is the only one going in, it's not a big deal. And because we really don't care if the colors blend, again, not a big deal. But like I have done 3 or 4 different like colorways at the same time, very vastly different from one another, and bleeding on each other would have been horrible. And so you really have to make sure that you wrap it up. So even if you are wrapping it up 2 or 3 times to really ensure that it's not going to leak, it's worth that extra time. You cannot undo once it bleeds. Let's see where we are. Oh, for heaven's sake. All right. Where are we at? Okay, so I'm going to recalculate with the next color. I'm going to go get a yarn mop real quick. I will be right back. Sorry, guys. Okay, Angela, I just got Andrew showed me the picture of your drawstring beanie. That is so cool. I love that. That is really neat. Thank you for sharing that. That's really pretty. That's such a good idea. All right. I am going to just kind of dip this in here. And this is what you can do when you need to absorb some color because you either have reached the shade that you want to reach, or like right now, we might be here a really long time if I don't do this. I was hoping it wouldn't take as long to do it because I added heat and acid. I was hoping it would take less time. But, I mean, and it is taking way, way, way less time. But it's just not clearing. If I'm going to have this done by the end, this might be what I have to do. And I will add half the dye on the next color.
Do a little bit of this action.
And I'm doing this knowing that this could possibly felt this yarn because it is chain spun. And it is not superwash merino. Is it getting any of the background?
No. Okay.
And this is really high heat. I mean, we're not boiling, so actually it probably won't. It's just I'm moving it a lot. Oh, yes. That's clearing it right up. Guys, you are going to have Andrew for a minute. I have to run and take care of something really quick. It will only take me 40 seconds.
Yeah.
You are just going to not go past this mark, and you're just going to, every like 5-10 seconds, you're going to dip it in there. Just hold it in there.
Right, 5-10 seconds at a time?
Yeah, and then just, here, go down. There you go.
Alright.
You're going to hold it in there for 5 or 10 seconds, then lift it up for a minute, for a few seconds. You got it, babe.
Alright. Thought my first dye was going to be more fun than this.
I know. Your first eye's supposed to be a showdown between you and Mark.
Right. It's not fair that I get all this extra experience now.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
Have fun at the movies.
Who?
Bella. Bella.
Sounds like our daughter is dismantling her room.
It's not our daughter, it's our son.
Yeah, it's one of them. Little destructo monsters, both of them. Okay, thank you, honey. Alright, sorry, guys. And of course, if you guys have to go, I totally understand. This is a longer process than I was hoping it would end up being. But I'm brand new. I'm a baby. I might have overestimated just a tad.
Well, the first one went real quick.
Yeah, that one I knew would go quick. This one I was hoping wasn't going to take... I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it did not take very long compared to how it can take, which is hours. So, it's still fine. I'm interested to see what this yarn mop is going to look like when we're done. All the rest of the colors will not take like this. I promise you guys. Well, I don't want to promise. What if I'm wrong? But I'm pretty positive. They exhaust much quicker. I don't know why green takes so long. Seems like green takes a really long time to exit the dye bath. At least this Kelly green does. So I don't know if it's specific to this color or what.
Thank you, Zoila. I think I did pretty good, too.
He did awesome. So we're just going to let that set. This was also dry. If this was wet, it would have soaked it up a lot faster. But this yarn base takes like 5 minutes to get wet because of it being chain spun. Okay, we are almost clear now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out so it can be cooling off. Oh, that is nice forest brown. That is exactly what I was hoping it would do. I was very worried it was going to end up being too light, and it is not. It is perfect. Perfect. Had I continued to let this go in, honestly, it probably would have ended up being darn near black. So it's actually really good that I did this, because I mean, that's a lot of color that we took out of play. Let me try to one hand undo that. Bae, can you assist me again? I'm sorry.
Alrighty.
Can you just hold this?
Yes. Where am I holding it? Just right where
Just
it is?
right here. Don't even lift it. Just hold it.
Okay.
Thank you. I need to unhank this. That was probably loud. Sorry, you guys. Whew. Hot, 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 hot. Whew, hot. Okay. Oh my. There's not that much weight left. Oh no, there's quite a bit. Never mind.
You might have to show the camera. I might be in the way.
Well, I'm going to let it cool first. Just a little bit. Lord, that is hot. Alright, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Need me to do anything else?
Nope, that's it. Just trying to get the rest of that green. I hate to pour all of the dye bath out and start over again. For time's sake, I may have to. Which this amount of water took no time to get hot. Because it's stainless steel. Let me see. I don't think there's that much dye in there, actually. Yeah, like the paper towel's coming out clear. Sometimes I wonder if it's like actually staining or something. Let me take this paper towel, kind of run it along the sides. Okay. That's good. Honestly, that's good. We'll do, what color do I want to do next? I think I'll do blue. No, I think I'm gonna do, gosh, what am I gonna do next? I probably ought to do red, so that we can make 100% for sure we get like good red on there. I don't know. Because if the blue mixes with the green, it's not that big of a deal. But if we go do all the green, all the blue, by the time we get to the red, there may not be spots for a true red to show up. It'd show up more brown. Alright, so I think that's good. So the way to help clear this, because this is not, I want to make sure I don't felt it. I want to be careful with the movement on it. I haven't worked with this base before, so I'm not 100% for sure the felting situation. So I'm going to treat it like I would non-superwash. So yes, it did come out with like a stripy pattern. But that's okay, because those areas will have other colors and blends and things like that. But on the inside, it's mostly white. And that's what we're going to do. So we're gonna flip inside of this zip tie. And we're going to bring that white out. We're gonna move our zip tie. Let's find somewhere that's pretty saturated.
What weight is the yarn? Sally ordered asking.
Okay, this is a lace weight.
The one you're working with is a lace weight.
Yeah, the one I'm working with right now is a lace weight. The one on your screen that's up for Raffle is a 3-weight, a DK weight. This is a lace weight. The one in the pan is a fingering weight. This is baby alpaca, silk, and cashmere. And both of those two are 100% merino. All right, so now we are going to respin this with some of the white on the outside. And what's going to happen is green is going to get covered and be protected. Some of the green is going to stay exposed and get over dyed with the red. And it's going to make it brown, which she is okay with. And then the white areas are going to be blue or red. And then what I will do is I will take it out again, do this whole process again, and I will do it with the blue. And the blue will mix with the green and make a nice teal color. It will mix with the red and make some purple. And then there will be areas of just blue. So I am doing this very, very tight in order to ensure that we protect white areas, because we want there to be white areas. As much white area as we can have fresh going into the dye bath as possible is good. So we can make sure that we have some of that true color. But there will definitely be a lot of mixing. So I'm going to do less dye. I think I overestimated. I think I put way too much dye in. So we're going to do less is more approach. And we're going to do half of what we put in before. Won't take as long, but more importantly, well, I mean, it won't take as long. And all that dye will get used up on what it was intended to get used up on. I think, I mean, I'm still figuring this all out. I think I put too much dye in. I think I'm overestimating because I'm doing it so tight. I am putting way too much dye in there for what we're doing. All right, let me just make for sure, because I am doing red. Is there any green coming out? Not really. It's just making it wet. Okay, there's a slight tint of green, and that's okay. Okay, it's fine to add red to it, because worst it does is it kind of gives it a brown tint, which that's what burgundy is. So, all right. Now I remember I had wanted to darken up my red because it really was coming out red, and I want it to come out burgundy. So I have a mix somewhere. There she goes. Here she is. This is a mix of red, brown, and blue, because burgundy is all those is red and blue, and then I added some brown. But it was way too dark. It was like a really dark browny red, and it was not the right color. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of this to deepen up the shade of this. Get a paper towel and see where we're at with the shade. Yeah, I think that's better. I just really want to make sure this doesn't come out Christmassy. So I think that's good. All right. Where is our little thingy? Oh, clear things are so hard to see. Huh?
Camper 14 said hi to Riz. Also, he said hi to Riz. The creative hands.
You are too quiet. What?
The creative hands said hi.
Okay.
And so did Camper 14.
Okay. Hi, Camper. Oh man, I have your name written down. And hey, Dee. Hi, honey. Ah, here we go. We are having some.
Oh, and Kim's here too.
Who?
Kim.
Oh, hi, Kim. We are doing Abigail's order. Or I'll show you what I did already when I get this in real quick. So, we're going to start out with less than last time, a lot less, and see what that does.
Got Sally. Sally sent something in. We got it.
Huh?
Sally sent something in. We got it.
Okay, thank you, Sally. We got it, honey. We appreciate it. This red has me nervous. Very, very nervous. Do not dare come out pink. You guys, this red has me nervous. Where did my red go? I don't want to add too much more, but that is really light. That looks more pink than anything. We're gonna just see. We can add more if need be, because we're not untwisting it, so. Oh, I'm very nervous. Okay. Just doing it. Get in there. Oh no. Oh, this is not good. I wish I would have. Oh, crap. So I didn't realize the water had lessened. I have to add more, which means I just vastly reduced the temperature of the water, but it's okay. It'll heat right back up. Oh, man. I'm worried about that red. I'm worried that red is not dark enough. So, those who just came in, we did some ombre dip dye on this gold stellina base for Abigail. Absolutely pretty. I love this brown at the bottom especially. I'm not a huge brown fan, but that I could all day long could wear that. And we're doing a jewel tone thing. And I was going to do it one of two different ways, so I decided just to do both ways and see how it comes out. So in this one, we're twisting it up, putting it in there with a color, letting that soak in, then untwisting it, showing the white part, retwisting it with white part on the outside, putting the next color in, putting that in and letting it soak up. And then we already hand painted it over here. It's in cellophane, ready to go in the pot to be steam set, which I was originally going to do in this one, but I'm actually going to do it in this one back here. What did I just hear? Okay. Where'd my faucet go? So we're gonna actually get this one going. And the way that you steam set is you have your stock pot, you put some water in it. You don't want it to come inside of here, and you put your yarn wrapped in cellophane. It doesn't have to be wrapped in cellophane if it's by itself. I went ahead and wrapped it because I don't want like the red to come over and touch the other side. I don't mind if they blend in the way that I did them like this, but I don't want them to like sandwich together and touch. I'm going to put that in here, and I'm going to set it up there, and I'm going to steam set it for, I'm just going to let it go until we're done with this, but usually about 30 minutes is good. No. And then we're doing the little raffle thing that I do sometimes. This time, not just for fun or whatever, or to help the channel. This time is for my kitty. Not gonna go through that whole thing again. Most of you already know it. But, yeah, to help out with what her needs are. Poor little thing. She's in a bad way. I am nervous about that red. I really hope that comes out burgundy. It looked burgundy on the paper towel, but in that pot, it's looking like something, but it's not looking like burgundy. I'm going to read chat in just a second. And the giveaway yarn, or the raffle yarn, is a DK base. 100% merino. Superwash merino. DK base. Nice and swafty soft. There are 2 of them. Okay. Ooh, I think it's hot.
When you get a second, I have the doll pictures up.
Huh?
I have the doll pictures up.
Okay.
Have a second on the computer.
Do you know how to share it to the screen?
Yeah, I can share it to this screen.
Because there is a way to do it. I just don't know how to do it.
Oh, to this screen?
Yeah.
To just this screen or to?
It's just for everybody to see.
Okay.
Well, actually, I don't know if she'll be okay with that.
She's still a work in progress.
Yeah, I'll wait. Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling that red is not gonna do what it's supposed to do. I think it's gonna be too light. But we shall see. So I am going to pick this up, make sure nothing's touching. That's closed. Put that in my stock pot. And then the lid. Turn the heat on like medium. I didn't put a ton of water in there so it wouldn't take as long to heat up. And then we'll just let that go. I'll refill the water if I have to. I shouldn't have to. My red dye is kind of acting a little weird too. Like it's set on the surface of the paper towel a little bit longer than what it normally does. It's acting kind of thick. I'm not really sure what that's about. So we might be running into some issues. And what a base for there to be issues on. Okay. Get a paper towel. I was trying to make this a shorter video. I'm sorry, guys. It's gonna end up being a long one. Dee, are you going live today? Are you still here? Okay, Dee is going live at 6 p.m. We'll definitely be done by then. Lord, my feet are already done. So Dee's going live in an hour, and I wanted to make sure I was done for that. Okay. So yeah, see this process, it takes a while. There's a lot of dye left in there. Man, oh man. I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah, so it over dyed those green areas, making a brown, which is awesome because we definitely wanted some like brown in there. And then the green will be good. And then when we put that blue in there, it'll make some teal and purple. So it's going to be very much jewel tone. I hope it is. I hope it's gorgeous too. Thank you, Zoila. Yes, my young beach girl. I will stop apologizing. It's such a pro. I do it a lot.
Christine K said something like that.
That is yarn barf. Yes, Abigail, I would so appreciate that. That is so sweet of you. And that helps because I feel bad that like I don't have anything to like fill in the downtime with while we wait for this stuff to clear. So Andrew put a slot on there for Abigail. And you guys, Abigail is very kindly doing a blessing bag for you guys for the lower 48. All right, Dee, go take a shower. Thank you so much, Abigail. That's really sweet. I really do appreciate it. So let's see. Do you want to just do a word? I know, she really is very generous. I know, right, Tank? Thank you, Abigail. I really do appreciate it. I really, really do. Because I know I keep apologizing, but I do feel really bad. Like, I don't think you guys just want to watch me watch a pot boil. Abigail, do you want to do a specific word? Or do you not really care? Ooh, excuse my yawning. Sorry, guys. Use amazingly blessed. Can we do 2 words? Okay. So give us just a second and Andrew will do start and put in amazingly blessed. She really does spoil us all, doesn't she? I mean, my first exposure to Abigail was as a viewer, watching what she does for the community. And then it became as a creator. And I don't know which one is more amazing. They're both amazing. And yeah, I don't know. It just I really do appreciate it on all levels. As a viewer, a creator, a friend. Because we are friends behind the scenes too. So it's nice. It's great. I don't know what to say. Oh, I'm seeing people I didn't see before. Hi, Steve. Sally Horner. G-Ann. If I ever, Donna Kosick, if I ever missed anybody, forgive me. Like Melissa says, charge it to my head, not my heart. Charge it to my blindness, too. Maria, hi, honey. Dawn and Hala. I like that. Dawn and Hala, having fun. And Kivia. Hi, Carol. Gosh, I just love you all. Thank you all for sticking around for this, because I don't know that I'd watch pot boil. Or watch a... You know what I mean.
Don Klein sent another for the raffle.
Oh, thank you, Dawn. We got it. Thank you. And, oh, you had said, Christy, that's Yardbark. You had said Christy too, right? Okay, yeah. And Christy, I'm sorry. Andrew did tell me a few minutes ago, and then I just space cadeted and forgot to say that we got that. Thank you. Hold on. Okay. Oh, sorry guys, I am moving slow. I think with my OI, my osteogenesis imperfecta, I have broken a lot of bones in my life, and they break really easily. And I think I have broken a bone in the heel of my foot. And I cannot even like step on it anymore. I need to go get it taken care of. I'm a terrible patient. I'm good when it comes to cancer stuff. I am terrible when it comes to my body. Because it's like, ugh, everything breaks. I just deal with it. I don't even go see him anymore. Howdy do, Steve. Christy, don't even worry about it. You don't even have to do anything. Are you kidding me? You being here is everything. Genuinely, you just being here and watching me and just conversating with me and being my friend, I mean, that means everything to me. Don't even worry about it. And please don't stretch yourself. Like, as much as I don't need and appreciate all of the financial stuff, guys, you gotta worry about you first. And I appreciate anything. So thank you. Please, please do not apologize. It is a mystery. It like goes in and it's so dark you can't see anything, and it comes out very unexpected. I do too. I mean, no matter what, whether it is age and infection or surgery, we know that her time is nigh. It is very, very soon. So we're just preparing ourselves for that, because there's no way around it. It is what it is. I hope we have more time with her. But it's not going to be very long, unfortunately. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, we've been praying too. She's still such a sweetheart. And it's hard to not see her spunky and running all over creation, but we're fairly confident, and the vet is going to tell us more. We're fairly confident she's not like suffering in any way. Obviously, we don't want that. That's the conversation every time we go, is to make sure. Are the numbers still climbing?
Looks like it's about steady right now.
Okay. We'll do like 20 more seconds if you haven't got in. And y'all go ahead and say it one more time, because just like Dee says, like sometimes it takes a couple of times and it only counts one of your entries anyway. So just to make sure, Like if you hadn't been commenting or something, to make sure it doesn't view you as an inactive viewer. How many entries does it have?
I have 26 currently.
Right, so we have 46 people and 26 entered, and I don't think that's probably right. So y'all do it one more time. Just want to make sure everybody gets their chance to get in there. So put amazingly blessed in one more time.
Hey, I want you to take a look at Charles.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go look at the shawl real quick that Regina sent me. I'm gonna take a look at that real fast. I literally just walked back and looked at my screen as I walked back, and I was only just leaving the screen. This is like a full 20-second delay. That's a lot. I don't know how to fix that, but it is a big delay. Sorry, you guys. Huh? Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Oh! Ha! I'm not live. Never mind. Just kidding. Okay. I don't know how it got behind. Weird. Hi, Sherry Knowles. Jenna, oh my gosh, Sherry, type in amazingly blessed. This is for one of Abigail's wonderful blessing bags. Because my phone is my life. This is my everything. It is an extension of me. And not for like viewing pleasure, but literally my camera is my eyes. I read everything by zooming in with my camera. Okay, we got a donation from somebody, a rather big donation from somebody, but I don't know who it is because it doesn't have their name. It has their real name, and I don't want to dox somebody. I don't want to give somebody's real name out here. Their YouTube name does not match what is on there. So if somebody could indicate to me, because you're going to know, everybody knows what they donated. So everybody knows whether it is a smaller amount. All amounts, please know from my heart, all amounts are appreciated. So when I say this, I don't mean it in like a, that's a small amount. I just mean, you know, at a certain point, something becomes a bigger amount, if that makes sense, without me saying how much they gave. Can somebody indicate who they are on here, please? So we can make sure you get put on the wheel, but not with your real name, unless you are okay with that. I just don't want to dox anybody. Yeah, that is a help too. I can be able to, yeah, because on StreamYard you can't see the comment section. Oh, I haven't checked on my Reddit in a while. Guess I should do that.
We're on just OBS.
Or OBS, sorry, we're not using StreamYard. We use OBS. So yeah, whoever did that incredibly generous donation, please let me know so we can make sure you get on the wheel. I just don't want to call out your real name, because, you know, not everybody is comfortable with that, which, trust you me, I very, very much understand. I very much understand.
Yardbark, OBS is a.
Oh yeah, OBS is a different streaming service besides StreamYard.
Like open broadcast something.
Yeah, it's like open broadcast something, and we like it because it is not as it is.
There's more setup involved.
It works better than StreamYard, but there's more setup involved, so it's not as like just a couple of clicks like StreamYard is. StreamYard. I typed in the comment section. Hopefully they're seeing it.
Are you downloading anything? It was fine. We're back to full now. I had to restart it.
Okay, can you guys hear me and see me? Red light, green light? I never actually played that. Sorry, guys. See, put my foot in my mouth. I talk too nicely, so I'm not going to say anymore, but that's what we use. And so far, have had good luck with it. How funny. That is like instant karma. It's like instant.
I still like it better.
Yeah, still like it better. We had way more issues with StreamYard. Way more. Gosh, this is, okay. I know I said all the other colors would exhaust much faster. Red is the other color that takes longer. There's a reason why I put them first. I promise, I think the blue is the last color. It will go so much faster.
Do you want me to roll out that?
Oh, yeah, the giveaway. Duh. Let's roll out Abigail's giveaway. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, now we're back. Alright. Rolling it out now.
You're okay, buddy. G-Ann, you have won from me before. That's awesome. Congratulations. So G-Ann is the winner. And, G-Ann, are you okay if I just pass on your information, since I already have it, over to, Abigail? Oh, my heel hurts. Man. The award is made for Barbie fingers. Honestly, the only reason I'm worried about the time is because Dee goes live at 6, and I want to make sure that, well, I want to go, and I want to make sure that everybody possible can go over there. Her message is just too important for this live. It is about breast cancer awareness. Her daughter is coming on and talking about her experience and everything, and it's so important. It's so important, men, women alike. It is so important, and I want to make sure that none is pulled from that might want to go. So that's the only reason I feel the time crunch. Otherwise, I could do this for 7 hours, and if people stayed, they stayed. If they didn't, I'm gonna be doing it anyway, you know what I mean? But I love our time together. Okay, thank you, Gian. I will give that to her. And then, oh, my heel. We'll do my, my stitch markers in a few minutes. What we might do, and thank you again, Abigail. Mwah. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. That was very kind. It is clearing. It is clearing. It's pretty close. What I may do, if this is not done, it should be. If this is not done, then we will do the raffle, right before the very end, and we'll end the live, and I'll do a short later tonight showing the finished thing. That might be how we have to do it, because I, no matter what, whether this is done or not, am cutting off at 6 for Dee's live. So yeah, that might be how we have to do it. It might be done, though. It might be done. Hopefully it will be done. So, whew, I forget it travels. Lord, that hurts. Yeah, that's still good. So it's not quite the, like, burgundy that I wanted, but it's definitely not Christmas, which is what I was afraid of. And what I might do in the end is I might go and hand paint a few areas. If there's any white areas, I might hand paint some red on there to really make sure that I get a good representation of red in there too. It's so weird to see my name pop up here as me saying something and knowing I didn't do it. No, you're fine. What was that about?
Kim, you said something and I was.
Yes, Kim, I did. I did. Thank you so much. I had said it. I might have said it too light. Aw. Oh, tonight? Wait, Andrew, is trick or treating tonight?
I don't know if it is here or not.
We looked it up to know when to take our son, and we think it might be tomorrow. But I always thought it was if it fell on a week, if Halloween fell on a weekday, that they did like the Sunday, before that day. So I actually don't know. Oh, Dawn, I'm sorry. I hope everything's okay. We'll definitely miss it, but we'll keep supporting and we can keep going and watching some old videos. And I love that you'll still be around. Thank you. Okay, so Beach Girl, is it okay if I say the first letter of well, because I don't even know who I'm talking to. It's probably okay to say the first letter of that person's name, right? Yeah, because we were trying to figure out that big one. So Beach Girl, we have a lot of them come through as people's real names, but I know their real names, so I know who they are to be able to put them on the wheel. I don't know what your real name is, and I don't want to dox it out. Can you just put the first letter of your real name if you're okay with that, just to make sure that I give this to the appropriate person? I'm sorry. I hope you understand. Oh, you don't think it's you? Okay. I feel like it's crass to like shout out the amount.
I just did first name, last initial, fine.
Huh?
I did first name, last initial. They don't have to say that or anything. We just mess it up.
I wouldn't even do first name, last initial. I would do first initial, last initial.
Alright, I can do that.
Or first initial of both names. Because, like, sleuths, it is not difficult at all to find somebody just off of that. Okay, yeah, it's not Beach Girl.
It could be. Yeah, that's the first initial.
Oh, that is the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said a different name. I thought it started with this. It starts with that?
Yeah.
Oh, then Beach Girl, I think it is you. Okay. It does start with a G. I thought it started with a different letter. Alright, so then...
I'll initial it like you said.
No, just do her name.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it is you. Honey, thank you. Oh my gosh.
I'll put Beach Girl in there.
Okay, yeah, do that. So he's gonna put Beach Girl in there. Sorry, I don't mean to like make you jump through hoops. I just wanted to make for sure I didn't, give it to the wrong person, but thank you. I really appreciate that. So Sherry Knowles, the way that you buy more than one ticket is it's one ticket per dollar you send. So if let's just say you want 5 tickets, you'd send $5 and we'll give you 5 tickets. And we're not doing that wedge. We're doing it where it literally, if you did $5, your name will pop up 5 times.
Yep, and I just shuffle them up.
And then he's gonna shuffle them up and they're gonna be spread all around and you'll have 5 different slots on there. Oh, my PayPal's not on screen.
It is in the description.
It is in the description. I just thought maybe it might be easier to have it on screen too, but it is in the description. It is my name, Thryss314 @gmail. So THRYSS314 @gmail. I should be able to put it in the chat and you guys see it.
Yep.
That is. Oh my gosh! Hi, Connie. I think this is a first. I've never had Miss Connie in one of my lives. I'm honored. We're doing a whole lot of watching what is that saying? I cannot get it out.
Paint dry?
It's not washing, not paint dry. There's one about the boiling water, but we're watching a pot of
You're
boiling
the
water.
only one who knows it.
I may have made it up in my head and it doesn't actually exist. Oh yeah, can you go in the comment section and write the email and then pin it to the top? Thank you. Yeah, like that. Fancy. Thank you, Tank. I don't know how to do anything. Nothing. So thank you. Yes, Connie is our favorite alien. And Granny D is our squirrel queen. Watching a pot boil. Why was that so hard? I literally could not get that from my brain to my mouth. Thank you. Hi Melanie. So yeah, we did quite a few things actually. And if you guys don't know, actually you don't know because I haven't announced it yet. Ah crap, what day is it? Connie, you're gonna have to tell me, honey. I don't remember because my memory sucks. I'm going to be on live with Connie on whatever date and time she's about to post in the chat. And I am so excited. I have watched her from as soon as I joined this community, and I am stoked. I am super stoked. So what we have done is we are working up an order for Miss Abigail. We dyed this in this stock pot and did like a dip dye, like on my Breaking Violet. I don't know if you've seen that or not, but it's on this gold Selena base. It is so pretty. Oh, at the bottom is my absolute fave. And then we were doing a jewel tone variegated sort of thing. And I was debating on which way I was going to do it. Whether I was going to twist it, put it in a pot of dye and hot water and high acid so that it could soak into it really quickly, or whether I was going to hand paint it. And so because this method that we're doing, which is the twisting and putting it in there, takes a lot longer, we did both. And we did a side-by-side. And at the end, we're going to look and see how they come out different. And so the hand painted is wrapped in cellophane, and it is in another stock pot like this with a steamer basket and lid, and it is sitting in that steamer basket and it is being steam set. Oh, my nose is itching. Ooh, somebody's getting Halloween candy that they got yesterday from trunk or treating. I'm not wiping boogies. My nose itches. And we're gonna see how they compare to one another. I thought it would be kind of a fun experiment. But this one, it takes a little bit longer for it to clear. And so Connie and anyone else who just joined, what you're seeing at, oh my gosh, my nose itches like crazy. What you're seeing at the top of the screen is my November subscription box. It is going to look similar to that. It's not going to be on this base. This is a DK Merino base. I don't believe it's going to be on that base. I haven't fully decided what I'm doing yet. But it's going to be this base. I'm calling it Fall Spice. Now, I don't post this when I say that the subscription box is open. I tell you guys on the live because you guys are the true ones, the ones who come to my live and watch the replay. So I kind of give you guys a sneak peek and let you know. But what's up there right now, I made 4. 2 is going to Granny D for Happy Mail because I can't keep my own secrets and it's so hard for me to not tell people when I'm doing something. And then 2 are for this raffle that we're doing. And you send a PayPal or whatever, send a PayPal, and for each $1, it is an entry on the raffle wheel.
Oh, Tank, we got it.
We got you, Tank. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate it. These are DK bases, 100% superwash merino. Don't remember if I said that. And there's going to be 2 of them. And this is going to help my kitty. We lost the fur baby a few days ago. which is why my live is today and not last Thursday, because I needed to postpone it. Sorry, I have a burning in the back of my throat. And unrelated, we have a 25-year-old cat, and she's having a chronic issue that and she's showing a lot of end-of-life signs, and we're pretty confident that we're kind of there, but we're still taking her to the vet to deal with these issues as long as the vet will continue to, see her and deal with them. At her age, at some point, they are just going to say, you got to make a decision. And so this is helping, like, going towards that. And I'm not trying to, like, pluck strings or anything like that. I've done this before just to help with the channel, but I wanted to let you guys know, what this one specifically is for. And I do appreciate it. And I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me with everything that's been going on the past couple weeks with my son and the fur baby situation. And you guys have just been amazing. The email is in the description box, and it is pinned as a comment above right here. You click it and it brings it down where you can see it. Yeah, she is old. And she is spry. Oh my gosh, it was just until the past couple of days that's what kind of let us know that it was starting. This cat just runs. She has got the zoomies. She plays a lot. And now she just stays in one spot pretty much the whole day. She's not eating hardly. She stopped grooming. She's just, like, always sleeping. And she's having potty issues, not going where she's supposed to be going and stuff. And so it's hard to see her like that, because she's usually like zoom, 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 and I don't know. What, honey?
Even for her age, she's normally always up and about.
Yeah, even for her age, like, I know while that probably sounds really normal for a cat this age, it's not for her. Like, she's so active. But even for a cat this age, this is excessively, like, this is not, like, normal. It's to, like, the nth degree, if that makes sense. So, oh, you're okay. You're fine. Oh, really? We were certain she was gonna outlive us all of us. So it kind of stinks. We really thought that she was gonna have, she's so healthy. Like, all her blood work, even just a few months ago, her blood work is impeccable for a cat her age. She's so healthy. So we were, like, positive she was just gonna outlive everybody. I really thought maybe she could end up being the world's oldest cat. Oh, you're okay. Thank you. I appreciate you coming and your support, Sally. Thank you. Sheba, we had a dog growing up named Sheba. So we were feeding her this special food that our vet told us to do. That was for older cats. It make it softer. But even so, I went and I made her food, where I made chicken, and once I did it with rice, once I did it with oatmeal. What all did I put in there? It was only 3 or 4 ingredients, and then mushed it up and stuff like that. And she has zero interest in eating. And normally she would be all over that. You give that girl a can of tuna and she's gonna mow down on that thing. Even canned cat food, I tried opening that up the other day for her, because she used to really love that. She has zero interest. She's drinking, but that's all she'll do. She doesn't want to eat. So yeah, they my grandpa had, I don't know what kind of birds they are. Birds freak me out. They're beautiful to look at, but they're scary to be around. And we had always talked about like my brothers and stuff wanting birds, and I remember my parents talking about how they outlive their owners most of the time and how like really sad that is for them and stuff. And I don't remember how old my grandparents' birds were, but they were up there in age, and they continued on for a really long time, well past my grandparents leaving. So yeah, it's crazy how long they can live. No, we don't. Not yet. We really think that so there is a sudden shock syndrome that can happen in chinchillas, and we think that he just had a heart attack. At least I think that's what happened, because he was healthy, and it can be from heart attacks in chinchillas. Strokes and heart attacks are not uncommon. The sudden shock could be any number of things. Like there wasn't any loud sounds or anything like that, and he hadn't fought with his brother, so it wasn't anything like that. So it really only stands to reason that he was either like running around, because when they get going, they will run around the walls of the cage. I mean, it's like one of those motorcycles in a ball that goes like this, and it's like on the wall or whatever. They can get going like that. So the two leading things is that either he was running around and he just somehow misstepped and like hit his head or neck or something and passed that way. I'm sorry, guys. Ugh. Or that it's this sudden shock and he had like a stroke or a heart attack. Our other one is fine. So hello, Andrew, in the other room. Oh, that's okay, Granny D. Thank you for coming. Yeah, we can give that a try. I don't know that she'll do it because I mean, these are things she normally really likes. Oh, you're okay, Zoila. Don't worry.
She was doing it right.
Yeah, you were doing it right. That's okay, Dawn. Don't worry about it. Well, hello. I have your name and Camper's name written down, not here. Trying to remember. I know it's a name that a bunch of people have. I should be able to remember it. I'm so sorry. I'm going to quote Melissa again. Charge it to my head, not my heart. I do not mean to. I'm just terrible at forgetting names.
You're pretty good at it.
Huh?
No, you're pretty good at it.
I'm pretty good at forgetting names? Yes, I am
you
pretty.
You were terrible at it.
Yeah, I'm good at forgetting names. Terrible at remembering. The lifespan of chins, I think, are like 10 years. Can be, right? Up to 10 years.
I think it's fairly decent.
It can be quite a while. He was only 2?
I think he was
3?
Yeah,
He was 3 or 4. So it was definitely sudden, and he was too young, in my opinion. Kim, honey, I'm so sorry. I swear, I'm the worst. Okay, so we're gonna get that other color added so we can get this going. If you guys end up having to go, because like I said, I am going at 6 because Dee's having her live. If you have time, please head over there. It's such an important message. It's going to be happening tonight.
Sherry knows we got it.
Yes, Sherry knows we got you, honey. Thank you. Thank you so much. If we get to time and this stuff isn't done, I will do the raffle, and then but if you have to go before the raffle, I am going to make a short later tonight or tomorrow at the latest of how these turned out if we don't get to see it here on camera, and of who that raffle winner is if they are not in the chat. I am not going to redraw. I don't think that's fair, just because they had to go, because this is a long live. By the end time we're done, it's going to be a 3-hour live. So I will do that, and we will go from there. And I have emails for a lot of you guys who I don't. I'm sure another content creator does. You can also email me when I say who. Be looking out for that short. You can email me and, you know, say, hey, you're the winner. I'll have that in there. But every attempt will be made to make for sure that person gets, you know, gets it. Cause yeah. So, all right. Where are we at? There really is not actually that much color left. It's pretty translucent. So, I do have to add more water because we have lowered, we need this fully submerged. And like I said, the water is the same mix of water to citric acid ratio, the same ratio. So that I'm not diluting our acid, but I may add just a scoosh more acid. Honestly, at this point, I don't know how much acid I've done. I started out with like 2 tablespoons for every 8 cups, and I had 16 cups to begin with. Then I added a splooge, and I don't know how much. I'm not worried about too much acid because this is not gonna felt. And because this is vinegar, I don't have to worry about the citric acid powder with the stellina. So we're going to do that to kind of help things along a little bit. Blue typically clears pretty quick. We'll let that heat back up for a second and get this blue in there. So we'll do the giveaway. KVS stitch markers are so much fun to make. I make them all the time. I'm terrible about showing them to you guys to sell them because I do sell them. But I enjoy just sitting there and making them. They're a lot of fun. I'd love to see what you make. Oh, I gotta scroll up and see what Sherry Knowles was talking about. Oh, that's funny. Sherry, that sounds like something I would do. Okay. And I do have my Facebook up, by the way, guys, for Full Spectrum, the business. If you just type in, because there's a lot of businesses called Full Spectrum that are not about crafts.
It's in the description as well.
Oh, okay. It's in the description too. But if you forget that or try to find it later or something like that, if you type in Full Spectrum Crafts, it brings me up to like 5th or 6th on the list instead of like way down low. I think I might be changing it to Full Spectrum Crafts. I don't know. That's what the business email is too, because Full Spectrum was taken. So I'm throwing around the idea of possibly changing it to that. I really didn't want to, but I might have to. It has most of the yarn that I've dyed up to this point, which you can just tell me, hey, I like this one. Can you make me this one? I don't dye yarn and have it on hand. I dye it to order. It is all commission based. That way it's exactly like what you're wanting. But I thought maybe for people who do want to order it, like as a, like to see it as a SKU item, that might be easier to see like what I have done and just say I want to order that. So that is on there. I have not added my stitch markers yet. I intend to. I just haven't. Oh, what did you find, Sherry?
You said just Sunday.
Sunset Horizon. So I do have a sunset already. So I'm naming this one because what you're seeing up there is I'm assuming you're talking about the one that we're doing for the raffle. I named it Fall Spice because that is going to be the name of the subscription box for November that I do, and that's going to be what is in the subscription box. If you don't know about my subscription box, I do one hank with, last month was a set of stitch markers F and B for front and back. This month is going to be something different. So I do one hank and one, extra item like a notion or whatever for 25, and that includes shipping, so you don't have to pay for shipping. 45 for two hanks and that notion. And that opens on the 1st, and I always do a video announcing that it's open and giving a hint to what the yarn theme is. But I won't be showing it, but you guys get to see it here. Oh, thank you. I'm so excited. Sherry's sending me some happy mail, and I am stoked. I cannot wait. Because I have seen her sassy cakes and stuff that she does, and I am very excited. And I really appreciate it. Sherry. I like making stitch markers too. A little of my creative juices come out because I don't have many of those juices in my body. Yeah, it does look like blazing fire. It looks very similar to my lava one, just with brown at the bottom instead of black and gray. But the top colors are, well, the orange isn't the same. Well, the yellow isn't the same either. Well, it's very similar.
You might not use any of the same colors.
I might not use any of the same colors, but it's real close. You make your own beads. Are they resin? I am curious about how you make your own beads. That's interesting. Sherry, do you mean could you pay for 3 months worth in advance? So like right now you would pay for November, December, and January? Yes, you could absolutely do that. Put that in the notation of the PayPal, and then I'll put it in my order sheet so I can remember and keep it straight. Or do you mean order one in November, December, January? What is 3 months? November, December, January. And then don't order one for December and January, and then order again in February, which of course that you can do too. Since I don't have reoccurring payments, it's all month to month. You guys just decide whether you want to do it or not. It's totally up to you. But if you want to pay 3 months in advance, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah, so you want to do only one every
Oh yeah, if you can only do one every 3, you can do whatever you want to, honey. You can not do any at all ever. You can do one a year, one every, 7 months, whatever you want to do. I appreciate the support no matter what, and even if you can't, I appreciate y'all's support by watching and commenting and, so. Yeah, Dawn, I would love to see that. I'm very intrigued by that. All right, so we are going to remove this. And we're going to get that blue in there. Oh, lovely. Well, my thingy came off, so that's going to be fun keeping it straight. All right. Just to sop up as much of that red as we can, gonna do this for just a second. Get our yarn mop up all this extra. And we'll get that blue in there. And hopefully that blue doesn't take forever. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it done before. We only have 15 minutes left, so. Faye, you want to do the giveaway for my stitch markers? The word is going to be. Well, I'm telling you so you can get it loaded before.
I'm good.
Did you already make a word?
No, I'm ready now.
Oh, awareness. So once he presses start,
It's all good whenever.
and you guys enter it in a few times because we know how Nightblood is, and Nightblood doesn't always want to make things easy. And so it only counts one anyway, so enter it in several times to make sure that you are counted. And I know it's not like a huge giveaway, but I think they're really pretty. And you can wear them as earrings if you want to, because they're on lever backs. So, and they look like little angels. They're so cute. Are those in here? Oh, yeah. So I'm going to get real up close and personal with y'all. Okay. Oh gosh, my hands are shaking so bad that I keep shaking them over. How does that look on camera? Can they see it?
Looks pretty decent. Yep.
Okay. Sorry, it's getting kind of dark in here, guys. So these are what I'm giving away. They're little angels. The ribbon makes the body and the, lower half. And then there's little silver wings. And then there's a little pink crystal for the face. And then the halo. And they're on silver lever back. So I'm giving those away. So you guys put that in there a few times. I hope Miss Abigail likes this. I hope this turned out okay. She is very kind. She said that no matter what, she thinks it'll be good. And she was okay with there being white left, so that makes that easier. I don't have to, usually when I do this method where I twist it, the last one I won't twist as tight to get more surface area covered, because then if the person doesn't want any white, I'll go back through, I'll lay it down, and I'll hand paint the white areas to where there's no white showing at all. But she likes the white showing and does not mind it, so I will just leave it as it is. But yeah, so I'm curious to see how this turns out. I can show you how the hand dyed come out, and I will lift this up even while it's in the pot and show you kind of like untwist it and show you how it is, and probably retwist it and redip it off camera so you can get kind of an idea. But it very much looks very different. Okay, I think that is good, because it's totally fine with there being a little bit of red in here. It's like pale pink, because it's just going to mix with that blue, which it's going to mix with the blue on the yarn anyway, and make a purple. Hey, we'll do Christmas out of this. Later I'll go over dye this, dripping all over my floor, and I'll just make a half red, half green number for Christmas. Probably be a giveaway later. Okay, so I lost my zip tie, unfortunately. So yeah, we've got some forest, dark forest green areas that stayed. We've got some of the burgundy areas, and where they've overlapped is brown. And so now we're going to go over it with blue. Just checking the strands to make sure that, because there's no superwash merino in this, this is cashmere and baby alpaca. I'm trying to make 100% for sure I am protecting the integrity of this yarn and it is not felting, because I am handling it a lot more than what I normally would, doing all of this twisting and untwisting. So I'm just making for sure that we are not felting here. I've never worked with pure, I've never dyed pure like alpaca cashmere. I think because that silk is in there, it's helping it to stay safe. Because I think that if it were just all alpaca cashmere, it probably would. But the blue is going to absolutely transform this. Right now it just looks like kind of a muddy Christmas. But that blue is going to really just change the entire way this thing looks. I'm just sort of opening these fibers up. We have lots of white left, which is good. And then, yeah, it's going to look really, really different. It's going to have blue and teal and purple. Be nice jewel toned. You can do this same method that we're doing right here in the pan as well. So you guys know how I did the dark side of the moon, how after I dyed it, I put it in a bunch of water with black in it. It's the same premise. I would just put that dye in the water before I put the yarn in it. Well, no, I could still pour it over it. And then I would have it twisted up in there, and I would wait until it soaked in. I would take it out, untwist it, redo it. So you can do this method either way. So if you are starting out dyeing yarn and you don't want to invest in the pan and this dye pot, or the stock pot, you can do everything in that catering pan that you could do in the stock pot. The stock pot is not necessary. I think the only thing that becomes difficult is dip dyeing, like Breaking Violet and what I did with that brown over there. I think is the only thing that you really probably would not be able, no, you would not be able to do with a pan. So you would need a pot for that, but it doesn't have to be anything fancy. I just got this off of, I actually got this one at Walmart. It was cheaper than the set that was at Amazon. And it had, I don't remember the quart size, but it had this little one, the big one, two different, oh man, my brain is really just chug-a-lugging along. Two of the like strainer steamer thingies, and then two different lids. It had a metal lid and a glass lid. So, and it was only like $25. It was really inexpensive. All right. So now we are going to go and retwist this with all this white on the outside, or as much of it as we can. Oh yeah, roll the giveaway. Oh my gosh.
Rolling it now. Maribel is hooked.
Maribel, congrats. Maribel, didn't you, I was on a live where I think you won as well. Did you win yesterday on Dee's live last night? Some of y'all should play the lottery. Some of y'all win a lot. It's crazy. And it's good. I love it. And who won? Somebody won back-to-back. Jen Reeves. Jen Reeves won back-to-back. It was so funny. She won the same thing twice. Okay, so I am not doing this. Congratulations, Maribel, honey, by the way.
She won a skull mug yesterday.
I thought so. I thought so. Okay, so this is a lot more loosey-goosey. If you saw the other two times, it was very tight. This is loose. Because our blue is not just going to be our blue color. Our blue is going to be blue, it is going to bring teal, and it is going to bring purple. So I'm letting it cover a little bit more because it's going to be representing three different colors, if that makes sense. I did it a little bit tighter because I want to make sure that we keep those greens and reds. Okay. So this is my navy blue mix. It is Dharma Navy Black and Dharma True Black and Dharma Extreme Blue in different amounts. I just mixed it and kept testing it until it kind of turned out how I wanted it to. That was probably too much dye. I can almost assure you that was too much dye. But, c'est la vie. Alright, so there is that. Oh, we have 6 minutes. Crap. Okay. Guys, 2-minute warning. If you want to do any more donations for the raffle, get them in now. Or forever hold your peace. And I super duper appreciate it. I want to make sure I get that raffle done before we sign off here. D is going live in 5 minutes. So... Okay, thank you. I want to make sure that, okay, I'm going to add, because this is a stock solution, I can do this. If this were a dry dye powder, I would never do that. I added a teensy bit of black to deepen the depth of shade of this navy blue. I want to really make for sure that it's where I want it. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. It was coming out a little light. I was worried. So now we're going back in, and this is where all the magic's gonna happen, or where it's all gonna go awry. I don't know. Honestly, that red is what made me nervous, and that went okay. So, my nose is itching. Okay, so this one I think is probably done. Take a look. It's in a book. Yes, I'm the annoying person that sings everything. Okay. Not as bad as my other friend. She is terrible about it. Anything you say, if it is a song lyric or reminds her of a song lyric, she is belting it out top of her lungs. I am not that bad. Alright. She's hot. Jeez, a Lou. Lord, that is hot. It is amazing to me that plastic wrap can go in the microwave and be heated up in a steam setting like this. So, I'm going to let this cool. Oh, this is nice. And Abigail, if you end up not liking the one that I did here in the stock pot, and you like the way that this one came out, I know this is not the Angel Select base. I will redo it on the Angel Select base like this if you like this better. And try to sell this other one. So this just looks like real dark right now. I mean, it is dark because it was hand painted. So with hand painting, all your dye is accessing, instead of like 100 milliliters of dye for 100 grams of yarn, it is going straight onto one section, one small section. So it is very saturated. Okay, we are 2 minutes away. We are going to spin this wheel, and I'm going to have to do a short. I just want to make for sure that you guys get this raffle off because I really appreciate your generosity and I don't want to miss it. I will probably be muted while you see the wheel.
I got it fixed.
Oh, you fixed that? Sweet. Okay, did anything else come through? Kim said that she's sending in a PayPal right now.
Okay.
Oh, Sherry, are you allergic to wool or vegan? Is that why? Because, reminder, I do this on cotton as well. I do have cotton available now. So for anybody who is vegan or allergic to wool, I do have cotton. I forgot to say that. I was going to say it in the video on the first, but I do have cotton, so keep that in mind.
Alright, I got it.
Huh?
Yep, I got it.
Okay, Kim, we got you, honey. All right, so I am closing it off. If anything else comes after, I do apologize. We have 1 minute, and I will put it on to the next one. We'll make a note of it. No, you're totally fine. Don't worry about it. We got it. You're a carnivore. I got you. But this one is a DK in case you thought it was fingering and can't use fingering. It is a DK. Anyway, okay, that is so funny. I'm a carnivore. All right, let's spin it.
Alright, wheels up on the screen. And make sure I got you on the screen too. We're good? Okay.
Yeah, there's a delay. Like, it's not showing that for me. Oh, I'm not live. That's why. Why do I keep falling behind?
It happens. One buffer. Alright, spin, spin, spin.
Good luck, everybody.
Abigail!
Abigail?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Good job, Cameron.
So, Abigail, this whole thing was truly about you. Even down to the... Wow. Well, congratulations, Abigail. Congratulations, and thank you, everybody, so much. I will continue to do these, ever so often. I don't want to do it every time and make it feel like I'm always after money or anything like that. But I appreciate you guys helping me with my kitty and all of your love and support. Now, I'm going to sign off, and y'all go to Dee and give her some love. So, I love you all so much, and be looking out for the short, probably tomorrow. Because I want to dry it and everything so you guys can see it. So tomorrow, I'll do that short and show you guys how everything turned out. So, I love you guys. Bye.